This is Abraham Maslow. It started in the year of 1943. He was a psychologist that identified basic needs that must be met for existence in higher levels for healthy integration of the whole being. He proposed a hierarchy of human needs as an explanation that forces humans to motivate their human needs. And he developed this pyramid. It's called the motivation needs: self-actualization, self-esteem, love and belonging, safety and security, and psychological needs. And so for children, starting from the top, from the bottom up, is going to be psychological needs, bringing a baby home. For an example, they need to eat, drink, breathe, and be warm, and also stay away from pain. In that level, they tend to rely on their parents. And starting with safety, their children, they want to feel safety and secure. So for an example, at the age of 3 months, they know who their family is. So by that time, like, they begin to know familiar faces, smile, and they want to be secure by being held. So like if you take a 1-year-old away from his mother, then that's when they start crying and they feel scared. And then that's when they don't feel safe. And for belonging, in the 2 years of life, kids feel powerful. So then after they feel that, they want to feel love, they want hugs, they want attention. And if they don't feel that, then that's when they feel the emptiness. So for an example, with hunger, like if they feel hungry all the time, then that's when they start to obsess about food. So obsessing about food, then that's when they bring it to adulthood, and which is kind of like a negative feedback. And for the self-esteem, babies love to explore the world around them, and secure. So once they feel secure of exploring, and then that's when they feel confident in the achievements that they've been admiring about. So like if they did a good job, their mom is gonna praise them with a good job or hugs. And for self-actualization, once a kid feels like they feel secure about themselves, then they feel safe from criticism, and they engage in imagine and play. And by playing, they get creative and they start building blocks, and they just start feeling confident in themselves. And so for adolescents,
Okay, for the adolescent stage, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the psychological needs in adolescence, the children start to really take these needs into their own hands, and basically they're more self-sufficient, so they don't rely on their parents as much as they would. Their safety needs, they're more aware of their surroundings, so they're able to recognize if there's any type of threat or to their well-being, and they're able to either try to avoid that or even peer pressure or doing something negative that, like I said, may result in them being harmed. For belonging and love needs, adolescents, they're developing to where they're able to feel um, more intimate relationships. So they build friendships, they have romantic needs, not so much always sexual relationships, but just those relationships with their peers and other people that they meet or come into their world. Esteem is basically the teen is very sensitive when it comes to self-esteem in middle and high school. And the reason being is because they're more aware of their bodies and self-image. It really plays a part in how they interpret who they are as an individual. And for self-actualization, at that point, they are developing the fact that they're going to really understand who they are and make choices for themselves to say, okay, I'm able to, I like this better than I like that person, or they choose their own peer groups. They're able to know what works for them and what doesn't. So as an adult, um, the hierarchy on your psychological needs is basically at this point of your stage in life. you've already established the fact that you have a job, shelter, you're able to, safety is that you know exactly, what's safe for your environment. Your love and belonging, you've already established your personal relationships, and you also are developing new relationships when you go into the workplace or, just your environment. And your esteem needs are based on what you've accomplished throughout your childhood, adolescence, and now you're into your adulthood. And that makes you feel better about yourself when you accomplish your goals. And your self actualization is basically, yes, I've achieved